You deposit your money and think it is safe. The bank smiles and says thank you very much, but that money is already working hard for someone else, and that someone else is definitely not you. Every dollar you deposit disappears almost immediately. The bank lends it out before you even walk away. They charge high interest to the borrower using your money. You receive almost nothing in return for that service. This system has a name that most people never hear. It is called fractional reserve banking, and it is everywhere. Banks are only required to keep a small fraction available. The rest is loaned out and multiplied many times over. Imagine you deposit $1,000 into your account. The bank keeps only a small portion of that amount. The remaining large portion gets loaned to another customer. That customer deposits it, and the process repeats again endlessly. $1,000 can legally become $10,000 or more. This is not a theory or a guess or an opinion. This is how the modern banking system actually functions daily. Most people will never learn this fact in their lifetime. The bank earns interest on money that belongs to you. You earn almost zero while they earn consistently and quietly. The gap between what they earn and what you earn is enormous. That gap represents the core of their entire business model. Your savings account pays you a very small percentage yearly. Meanwhile, the bank lends your money at many times that rate. The difference between those two numbers is their pure profit. You are essentially funding their business for almost nothing. This is not accidental, and it is not a coincidence at all. The system was carefully designed to work exactly this way. Understanding this design is the first step toward protecting yourself. Knowledge of this system is the most powerful financial tool available. Most people work their entire lives inside this system unknowingly. They save money and earn tiny returns and feel responsible. But the system quietly moves wealth in one consistent direction. That direction is always away from the depositor and toward the bank. Banks do not earn money by keeping your deposits safe. They earn money by putting your deposits at risk constantly. Every loan they issue using your money carries potential default risk. But that risk is carried by the broader economy and not by them. When loans go bad, the consequences spread throughout the entire system. Ordinary working people feel the impact far before institutions do. Jobs disappear and savings lose value, and costs continue rising. The bank adjusts its strategy and continues operating as before. This is the hidden mechanics behind most major financial downturns. The system amplifies both growth and collapse in equal measure. Understanding the amplification helps you see the full picture clearly. Most financial education programs never explain this fundamental reality. Central banks play a key role in managing this entire system. They set the reserve requirement that determines how much banks must keep. When that requirement is low, banks can create far more money. More money in circulation can raise the cost of everything you buy. This connection between banking policy and your grocery bill is direct. The price of bread and rent and fuel all connect back here. Every financial decision made at the institutional level touches your life. Most people never trace that connection, and that is by design. Your purchasing power is a variable, not a fixed number at all. It changes based on decisions made in rooms you never enter. Understanding this variable helps you make smarter choices with money. Ignoring it means accepting outcomes that others have chosen for you. The people who understand this system position themselves very differently. They do not simply save money inside the system that erodes it. They use the system strategically while building assets outside of it. This distinction separates those who build wealth from those who struggle. Assets that hold value independent of currency fluctuations are essential. Property and productive businesses and commodities have served this purpose historically. Diversifying into value-holding assets is not speculation, but genuine protection. This is a strategy used quietly by financially educated individuals for generations. You do not need to be wealthy to begin applying this knowledge. Small, consistent steps in the right direction compound powerfully over time. Understanding how money is created is the foundation of financial independence. Everything else you learn about money builds on top of this foundation. The fractional reserve system creates money through lending activity constantly. New money enters circulation every time a bank issues a new loan. This newly created money competes with the money already in your wallet. Over time, the value of your saved money quietly decreases as a result. This process is called monetary expansion, and it happens continuously. It is legal and it is standard and it is rarely discussed openly. The people who understand it adjust their financial behavior accordingly. The people who do not understand it absorb the costs without realizing why. Inflation is not simply prices going up for random reasons. It is largely the result of more money chasing the same goods. When banks create more money through lending, the price of things rises. Your salary may increase, but your real purchasing power often does not. This is why working harder does not always lead to getting ahead. The floor beneath your financial progress is quietly being lowered. Understanding this dynamic removes confusion and replaces it with clarity. Clarity is the starting point for every meaningful financial improvement. The banks themselves are not the enemy in this conversation. They operate within a framework that rewards certain behaviors consistently. The goal is not to fight the system, but to understand and navigate it. Navigation requires knowledge, and knowledge begins with exactly what you are learning now. Financially aware individuals ask different questions than most people do. They ask where money comes from and where it actually goes. They ask who benefits from each financial product being offered to them. These questions lead to better decisions and more favorable outcomes consistently. Your bank account is a tool, and tools can be used well or poorly. A savings account used blindly is a tool working against your interests. A savings account used strategically is just one small part of a larger plan. The plan is what matters, and most people never build one deliberately. Building a financial plan starts with understanding your current position clearly. Where is your money sitting, and what is it doing for you right now? Is it growing faster than the rate at which its value is being reduced? These are the essential questions that most people never think to ask. Once you understand the answers, you can begin making intentional changes. Moving money from low-performing positions into higher-performing ones takes time, but every step in the right direction builds compounding momentum over time. Momentum is the secret ingredient that separates long-term wealth builders from everyone else. The financial system rewards those who participate actively and consciously. Passive participation means accepting whatever outcome the system provides by default. Active participation means choosing your position within the system deliberately. Most people participate passively their entire lives and wonder why nothing changes. Education is the entry point into active financial participation always. You cannot make good decisions with incomplete or inaccurate information. The information you are receiving right now is a genuine starting point. Use it as a foundation and continue building your knowledge from here. Every concept you understand adds another layer of financial protection. Each layer makes you less vulnerable to outcomes you did not choose. Over time, these layers of understanding create genuine financial resilience. Resilience is the real goal because markets and systems always change eventually. The next time you deposit money, think about where it actually goes. Think about who is using it and what they are earning from it. Then ask yourself what you can do to put that money to better use. This simple habit of questioning is the beginning of real financial thinking. You now understand something that most people around you do not. That understanding carries a real responsibility to act on it wisely. Start with one change this week, no matter how small it seems. Small changes made consistently are the raw material of lasting financial transformation. Share this knowledge with people you care about and want to help. Financial literacy shared within a community creates collective strength and protection. The more people understand these systems, the better decisions communities make together. Knowledge shared generously always returns more value than knowledge kept privately. This content exists to give you a genuine advantage in your financial life. Every concept explained here is grounded in real and verifiable financial principles. Apply what resonates with you and research further what sparks your curiosity. Your financial education should never stop, and this video is just one step. The gap between where you are and where you want to be is bridgeable. It requires consistent learning and consistent application over a sustained period. You have already taken the first step by choosing to understand how money works. That choice alone puts you ahead of the majority of people around you. Write in the comments what you learned from this content today. Your reflection helps you retain and apply the information more effectively. It also helps others in this community who are on the same journey. Together, this community grows stronger and more financially capable every single day. Subscribe and continue learning because each video builds on the last one. Your financial understanding compounds just like money does when properly invested. The more you learn, the more clearly you see opportunities others completely miss. That clarity is your most valuable and lasting financial asset going forward. Come back for the next video because the journey is just beginning here. Every layer of knowledge you add protects you and opens new possibilities. You deserve to understand the system that shapes your financial life daily. And now you are one important step closer to that full understanding.